For centuries, the name Bigfoot has conjured images of a shaggy, elusive giant, a phantom of the deep woods that exists somewhere between ancient folklore and modern myth. It is a legend that has captivated the imagination of millions, yet has been steadfastly relegated to the fringes of science, dismissed by the mainstream as the domain of hoaxers, conspiracy theorists, and the simply misguided. Countless blurry photographs, inconclusive videos, and anecdotal sightings have done little to bridge the chasm between belief and skepticism. That is, until now. In a stunning series of developments that is sending shockwaves through the worlds of anthropology and cryptozoology alike, Dr. Mireya Mayor, a respected primatologist, anthropologist, and former NFL cheerleader turned National Geographic explorer, is challenging the very foundation of this decades-old debate. Leading the dedicated team of Expedition Bigfoot, Dr. Mayor is applying a level of scientific rigor and technological firepower to the search that it has never before seen. And what her team is discovering in the shadowy recesses of North America's oldest forests is not just transforming the quest, it is forcing the world to confront a reality it has long refused to accept. The journey begins not with a whisper, but with a hypothesis. Unlike the legions of amateur enthusiasts who have trekked into the woods with little more than a camera and hope, Dr. Mayor's approach is fundamentally different. Her background is one of discovery. She co-discovered the world's smallest primates in Madagascar, a credential that grants her a legitimacy often absent from Bigfoot discussions. The dismissal of Bigfoot is often based on the lack of empirical evidence, Dr. Mayor explains. But that absence is not evidence of absence. New species are documented every year, often in well-traversed areas. Our mission is not to prove a myth, but to investigate a biological possibility with every tool at our disposal. And those tools are formidable. The Expedition Bigfoot team deployed an arsenal of technology typically reserved for military operations and serious wildlife biology. High-resolution thermal imaging cameras capable of detecting heat signatures through dense foliage, advanced audio recording equipment to capture a range of frequencies beyond human hearing, and forensic kits designed to collect and preserve any potential physical evidence. Their first major foray took them into a notoriously active region of the Pacific Northwest, a landscape of towering, dense forest where daylight struggles to penetrate the canopy. Undeterred by the setting sun and the theory that a large primate could be nocturnal, the team pressed into the freezing night. The darkness was absolute, an oppressive blanket that played tricks on the mind. Every rustle of a leaf and snap of a twig was amplified. It was in this heightened state that their technology became their eyes. Scanning the tree line, the glowing screen of the thermal camera suddenly came alive with a massive, bipedal heat signature. This was no bear, which moves on all fours and presents a distinct, lower-to-the-ground thermal profile. This signature stood upright, was estimated to be over 7 feet tall, and radiated an intense heat that marked it as a large living mammal. Then, the moment that separated this encounter from 1,000 others, the brief, chilling glow of eye shine reflected in the darkness. It was a silent, mutual acknowledgement. They were not just searching, they were being watched. Bolstered by this electrifying encounter, the team's investigation intensified. Their pursuit led them to a clearing that stopped them in their tracks. There, several large trees, each requiring immense force to move, had been deliberately arranged into a large, geometric triangle. This was not the random fall of a storm or the byproduct of logging machinery. It was a structure, and its creation implied a strength and intelligence not attributed to any known animal in the region. The sense of a pervasive, unseen presence was unnerving. This feeling was given a terrifying voice during an interview with a shaken lumber worker. He recounted a day when his entire crew abandoned their site in pure terror, fleeing the woods after being subjected to screams of an unimaginable pitch and volume. Nothing human could make a sound like that. Yet, for all the thermal contacts and chilling testimonies, science demands physical evidence. And it was in Northern California that the team made their most groundbreaking discovery. Deep within the forest, hidden from casual view, they located several strange, nest-like formations. Within them, caught on rough bark and twisted twigs, were unusual hair samples. With meticulous care, the samples were collected and sent to a reputable forensic lab for DNA analysis. The results were nothing short of extraordinary. The hair did not belong to any known species native to North America. It was not bear, not wolf, not coyote, not elk, or any other large mammal. The genetic profile was a mystery, an unidentifiable primate or hominid that, according to all official records, does not exist. Following the evidence trail, Expedition Bigfoot has now shifted its focus to the last great wilderness, Alaska. This vast, untouched expanse, dubbed the Galapagos of the North for its incredible biodiversity, represents the ideal habitat for a large, elusive creature to remain hidden. The team is currently focusing on a 60-acre zone of rugged mountain terrain, a place teeming with the prey a large omnivore would require and offering the isolation it would need to evade detection. Armed with their thermal evidence, their mysterious DNA, and a renewed sense of determination, Dr. Mayor and her team are closer than any who have come before. So, what is the truth that Dr. Mireya Mayor confirms? It is this: the collective evidence gathered through rigorous scientific investigation can no longer be dismissed. While a specimen has not been captured, the case for the existence of an unidentified, large, bipedal primate in North America has moved from the realm of possibility to one of probability. The thermal signatures, the structural evidence, the forensic analysis of hair, each piece, on its own, is compelling. Together, they form a corpus of evidence that demands academic attention and legitimizes the search in a way no mere sighting ever could. Dr. Mireya Mayor has not yet presented the world with a body. But she has presented it with something perhaps more powerful, a credible, scientific pathway to the truth. She has confirmed that the mystery of Bigfoot is real, it is ongoing, and we are closer than ever to solving one of the world's greatest natural mysteries. The question is no longer if such a creature could exist, but what we will do when the final piece of evidence is, inevitably, found. The search for Bigfoot has fascinated generations, but it's Expedition Bigfoot that has finally given this mystery the serious, scientific attention it deserves. At the heart of the show is Dr. Mireya Mayor, a world-renowned anthropologist whose reputation brings credibility and respect to a subject that has often been dismissed as pure myth. Alongside her dedicated teammates, Bryce Johnson, Ronnie LeBlanc, and Russell Accord, she continues to push deeper into uncharted forests and rugged mountains, determined to uncover the truth about one of the world's greatest mysteries. Every episode delivers more than just suspense. It's an opportunity to witness the team's courage, determination, and groundbreaking discoveries. From strange nests hidden in the wilderness to unexplainable thermal footage, their work is painting a picture that Bigfoot may be far more than a campfire tale. And with each new expedition, the team risks their safety, venturing into harsh environments where predators, unpredictable weather, and isolation create real danger. But this search can't continue without support from fans. Expedition Bigfoot thrives because of the community that tunes in, shares theories, and keeps the conversation alive. When viewers engage, whether by watching live, rewatching episodes, or joining discussions online, it shows networks and producers that this search matters, and that people want to see it continue. Dr. Mireya Mayor and her team are closer than ever to uncovering evidence that could rewrite history. But to keep moving forward, they need fans behind them every step of the way. Now, more than ever, is the time to double down on our support. The team's mission has moved to the vast, untamed wilds of Alaska, a place so remote and dense that it represents the perfect final frontier for this search. The clues they've painstakingly gathered have led them here, to what could be the creature's ideal habitat. But a mission of this magnitude, with its advanced technology, expert analysts, and grueling field work, requires more than just courage. It needs an audience. It needs us. So if you've ever felt that rush of excitement when the team spots glowing eyes in the forest, or held your breath as the thermal cameras picked up a massive, unexplained figure, now is the time to show your support. Keep following Expedition Bigfoot, keep the conversation going, and stand with the explorers who are daring to ask the question, does Bigfoot truly exist? The mystery is alive, and the truth is closer than ever. Don't miss the chance to be part of the journey.